Good morning, this is Sarah, your healthy carnivore in the UK. I'm getting used to saying that now. I don't have to stop myself from saying imperfect carnivore because I'm not going to say I'm perfect because that's a bit of a blow your own trumpet kind of word, isn't it? But I am definitely now the healthy carnivore. Now, last night I was thinking, what am I going to talk about tomorrow on my 46-day update? I thought, I haven't got anything to say. But I was thinking of one little thing. And then I thought, no, I can make a video on my 46th day. Because I was thinking to myself, who's up for a 1-year challenge? Now, you don't have to join me on this. Nobody has to do anything. No one has to subscribe or watch my videos or join me on anything. And 1-year challenge for some people is a doddle because they're already doing it. And a 1-year challenge for other people is a bit scary. But I was thinking last night, I've done all the things. I've practiced all the things. I remember a few years ago, I don't know how many years ago it was, maybe 8 years ago, I thought to myself, I'm going to do one Christmas carnivore. I'm just going to do 1 year, one Christmas, perfect. I never have to do it at Christmas ever again. I don't have to be perfect on any other Christmas in my rest of my life. But I want to do it now. I want to do 1 year, one Christmas. And I did it. And that set a precedent because that means I knew that if I had to be carnivore at Christmas, I could do it because I did it back then and I know I can do it. Also, I needed to practice going on holiday with my family to the UK. And sometimes the weather might be bad. And sometimes I may be out of choices for my food. But to keep going, keep going, keep going. I've also practiced being a little bit miserable or being a little bit irritated or tired and keeping going. I've also practiced Halloween and keeping going. I actually, on my 40th birthday, this is years ago now, as we know, because I'm nearly getting to the 50th year, I actually did carnivore on my birthday. I had a party, loads of people came, I had sweets, candy for you guys in America, sweets everywhere. It was an 80s theme. There was 80s candy everywhere and I didn't touch a bit. I didn't drink any alcohol because I was in the zone, didn't want to stop. Everyone thought I was crazy, but I just had a great time and I was cool about it. So I can do parties. I can do Christmas. I can, not Thanksgiving so much because we don't celebrate that over in the UK, but I'm sure by now I probably would have done it Thanksgiving as well if we did that over here. I've done the Easter. I've done the whole 2-week Easter break with hiding candy in the garden for the kids and helping them find it. I've done that. I've done the 6-week summer break. I've done all those different events. I've done all those things that can trip people up. I've been imperfect, but I have got all of those events under my belt. Obviously, the one that really stitched me up was obviously when my mum sadly died and I just lost it on that one. I lost it. But I'm not expecting anything like that to happen in the next 12 months. I'm not expecting to have to nurse somebody in their last weeks of life. So that one shouldn't crop up in the next couple of years with any luck. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. So there's nothing in my way, right? I can do a party. I can do going out for a coffee without having a treat with it. I can go through irritating moments and stressful moments and downright pissed off moments. I can do the Halloween, the Christmas, the Easter, the summer holidays. I can probably do Thanksgiving if we had it. And so I'm thinking, maybe now is the time. Maybe now is the time to say, let's do 1 year. I've also done 6 months, but that was back in 2016. So it's a bit of a distant memory, but I know I can do it. I know I can do it. But I'm thinking, what's my next challenge? Do the year. Even if when you get to the 1 year mark, you stop and go on some binge fest, probably not going to happen. But you know what I mean? To get this to work, I have to promise myself there's some kind of binge fest at the end of it. But do 365 days and then see if you still want that binge fest. You probably won't, but it's available to you should you want it. You would regret it, but it's a choice. We always have a choice. And I'm thinking, it appears I'm in the right place. It looks good, doesn't it? It looks good. I've changed my job. My family are no longer asking me to come and eat with them. There's lots of different things I had to sort out. I had to get away from my stressful job. In that last job, I was there nearly 3 years, and it was so stressful that I was on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off.
Tell me about it. On, off, on, off.
And now, it was ballsy, it was brave, but I got rid of that job. I got rid of a familiar job. It might have been a little bit stressful, but the team were lovely, and I was settled and getting a little bit institutionalized. I had to drag myself out of there, and it was stressful. And the first few weeks in my new job were, an emotional roller coaster because I didn't know anyone. The school is familiar to me, but it was a whole new team, a whole new routine, a whole new bunch of kids' names to learn, loads of strange faces. And it was going to take me a little while before I was able to get back to Carnivore. I had to process all that. Settle down, choose the right moment, because if I had tried to be Carnivore during that time, I would have stumbled. I think you do need a good, clear 30 days ahead of you to be able to get to that, and then you can start, I think you know what I mean. I chose the right time. I had to choose the right time. I didn't want another stop. I didn't want to stop again. I thought, choose the right time, make a decision, choose it, and go for it. So I did break one of Anthony Faye's rules of start today. I thought, no, 21st of July, get on with it. So what I'm trying to say in a roundabout sort of way, I think you know what I'm saying. I've done all these challenges. I've done the Christmas and the Halloween and the Easter and the birthday parties and my kids' birthday parties. I've done all sorts of things. I've even done 6 months. But now, even if I never do Carnivore again, which is unlikely, but that's how I have to say it to myself, for the next 12 months, I'm going to be watching constant Carnivore videos, driving myself mad with that, driving the husband mad with that. But all the time, at least once a day, say to yourself, you don't have to do it again. You don't have to even Carnivore ever again, but do that 12 months. Do that 12 months. This is your challenge now. Got to do the 12 months. Obviously, the hope is I get to the end of that 12 months. My body has done all its healing. It's actually started to lose a little bit of weight. Maybe a lot of weight. I'll never know until I do that 12 months what's possible. And you never know. And Mitch, my new friend from Old Guy Carnivore, he does say, when you get to that 12 months, your whole body chemistry, your mind chemistry, the whole body just is going to just want you to just keep carnivoring. You will get to that 12-month point, and other food will start to look disgusting. And then it will be a breeze. But I feel like it's going to take me some work to get to 12 months. I'm not faltering, not at all. But I just think it's time. I think it's time. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense to you. It's my challenge. It's my new thing. If anyone's following and wants to join in with that, it may not be your time, or you may be a regular carnivore and already there. And I want to feel like you do. I want to get to that point where it's like, I'm never going back. I am a carnivore and I'm never going back. So that's that. I've just eaten a pound of beef. The only thing that annoys me about these burgers, I don't know why supermarket. I find the easiest thing to have in the morning are the frozen burgers. I'll have some fresh beef when I get home. I mean, last night's feast, you should have seen it. It was so exciting. I didn't photograph any of it. I got home, I had some pork belly, and then I had a steak with some prawns. It was a bit of an expensive evening, but you got to do it sometimes, right? But in the morning, I'm having 4 frozen pre-prepared burger patties. And before you say just make your own, they never taste right. I can never get the texture right. Whenever I've tried to make my own burgers, they're always horrible. I just can't get the texture right. If anyone out there has made burgers and they've come out with exactly the same texture as what the frozen burgers would be in the supermarket, please tell me what you're doing. Because if I use some of the 20% fat beef, they end up looking like a brain. When you cut it open, you've got all these, it just looks weird. I know. I'm wet. I know. I'm a wet weekend when it comes to food. I'm still not at that place where I can eat something that looks like a brain. I probably will get there. So I get the Tesco Finest ones, but they've got pepper in them. And it's not the end of the world. You know, Lisa Weedman still uses seasonings and peppers in her food, and she looks incredible. But if I ever did want to go to Lion, those burgers would have to go, even though they're really convenient and delicious and I love them. But why do they put pepper in? Do they really need to do that? If anyone knows of any frozen burgers you can buy that are just salt, please tell me, because that would be perfect. And then I could do Lion quite easily. You know, combination of those burgers with a bit of steak. I would be done. But then it plays on my mind that there's pepper in there. And if there's pepper in there, you're not really lying, are you? So in the morning, 4 burgers with the salt and pepper in, Tesco Finest, Aberdeen Angus. They are delicious. I love them. I've just had those in the car. Won't be having lunch. I need to force this issue now. I didn't, I'm now hungry again about 4. So I'm eating at 8 and eating at 4, and that's it. It's me done for the day. So I'm on too mad at the moment. Can't see that changing anytime soon. I can't imagine that changing to a nomad anytime soon, and it's certainly not going to be forced. This is just my natural eating now. I'm eating at 8 and then I'm feasting between 4 and 5, and that's me done for the day. Sleeping between 9:30 and 10 and 6. So getting loads of nice quality sleep. Yeah, so 1 year challenge. And now we're at the end. I'm going to tell you about a rumour. I've heard this rumour before, but it still hasn't happened. But it is a rumour, so please don't quote me on it, because nothing's been booked. Nothing's been arranged. It's only been chatter. Literally chatter. So you don't go around telling everyone this is actually happening, because it is just a rumour. And, you know, people say things. People say things and don't follow them up. We know that. So it's very easy to say. But there might be a meetup in the UK next year with a special guest from America. If that I dream about this sort of thing. I am that sad that I dream about this sort of thing. There's some kind of meetup at in America in the next couple of weeks. I think it's in October actually, and he's Kerry in his Montel theatre. If it's in Montello, his theatre is doing a meetup. I looked at the flights just for a joke, and it was about £1,200 to fly there on a civilized flight, and I thought, probably not going to do that one. But if we can get one of these American carnivores to come to the UK specifically for a meetup, and it's not too far away from me, I would be so excited. But at the moment it is a complete rumour, but it's something for me to work towards, because if it did happen, I'm not going to want to be saying, well, yes, I'm not on the wagon right now. Might get back on it, you know what I mean? I want to be able to say, I've been doing it for months. Look how much weight I've lost. And look at my Homestead How t-shirt with I eat only meat, ask me why on it. I'm looking good with my hair after a whole winter of being tied back, all nice and neat and flourishing. Glowing. Yeah, that would be fantastic. And I was only going to talk for a couple of minutes, and I think I might even be nearly late for work, so I'm going to go now. I said more than I thought. You take care, eat your meat, drink your water, If you need an epiphany, pop in the shower and you get some sun today if you get it. We're not getting it today, so enjoy it for me and thrive. Take care, guys. Bye.